Alright, let's get this party started. So yeah, like I said, right now I need everybody to donate. Donate to the Cash App. You have a Cash App available. You have a PayPal and a Venmo. You have no excuse. Let's get to donate, man. Like I said, no, everything is going to change. Whether people like it or not, and you're going to have to just get used to it. You know what I mean? Because it is what it is. You know, it's God's will. It's all in God's hands, not mine, but God's hands. Feel me? The other show will turn out. Don't worry about that. Go ahead and mosey on over here. This is the new show. All right. So yeah, like I said, um, when if I get blessed, right, which I don't doubt it for a millisecond, that's what I do. I'd come up through San Marcos, San Antonio. Um, I don't know. I have to see like where I want to stop and try to get some rest. But I would probably just use the Greyhound. I would take Lyfts and Ubers to get right locally wherever I'm at. But I don't know, man. I can't wait, man. I'm just praying, bro. You know, I'm asking God. I just know this is all for a reason. That's why I don't doubt it at all. Like I said, it makes sense. You know what I mean? I have to go through all the training. I have to, go through this period of time. God has been conditioning me, getting me ready. I mean, literally, bro, I'm the strongest man on the planet. People can't run their mouth anymore because I proved it now completely. I mean, like I said, I've been saying this since day one. Everything I said, everybody knew was real. I'm the strongest man in the world, bro, hands down. It doesn't matter what you put me to, what test, what you tell me to do. I am the strongest man in the world. And yeah, I'm a thin guy. I mean, I'm 6'2" as well. So I mean, that kind of makes sense, right? So I mean, like I said, people underestimate me, man. It's the worst mistake you can make. You know what I mean? But, like I said, y'all just don't get it, man. I mean, if I get this money, bro, it's a wrap. If I get this money, like like I said, I'm gonna be building all my bat suits, building off of them, figuring out. I'm gonna have to get some armor or something for the arms. I got to get probably Kevlar for the neck. They have like things you can wear around the neck that are Kevlar and stuff. Um, just get everything going, man. Like I'll be able to build fully functional suits on my own until I'm with Christina, and then Christina can help me to build like the real one that's going to be built right. I think she'll be able to help me a lot with this stuff, honestly. I really do. I don't know everything about it. I just try to learn as I go. I'm just doing the best I can, but I think the bat suit that Christina and I build will be on a whole nother level. I truly do. Um, so, like I said, I'm doing this for donations. I'm offering plenty of services. This is a business, right? People can accept the life coaching, they can participate in what I'm building, right? Or y'all can just sit there and continue to accomplish nothing and fail and be mad at Batman because he's living his beautiful life. Feel me? Like I said, at the end of the day, to me, it really don't matter, man. It really don't matter what y'all do, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, bro, I already proved my point, man. Y'all get on YouTube trying to prove a point. I don't have nothing to do with nobody on YouTube. Like I said, y'all be mad weird, right? Y'all be wasting your time with nothingness. And they just so in desperation. It's hilarious, man. Like they trying to pull more stunts publicly just so they can try to barely get by and get some donations. That's no way to be. That's not making a living. That's just failing. That's the truth. Ethically, you know, succeeding is when you don't have to pull stunts like that. Succeeding is when you're not exploiting anyone to try to make money. Succeeding is when you're monetized and you have a consistent business. That's what these people don't get. You can't do that stuff forever. People are going to enable you for so long. They're going to get sick of you. They're going to get sick of you. They're going to get tired of coming out their pocket to enable your behavior and your nonsense. And they're all going to run out of money, which I'm positive they have at this point. So, like I said, I mean, people can get online, they can make up digits all they want, but other people are not going to fund anybody's efforts and pay for everything for you. And it's crazy because y'all have actually tried to pretend like you're doing that for evil people, but yet you don't want to support me, so it makes no sense. No, the righteous guy, I'm the one who y'all should be supporting and sending me money and helping along the way. Like I said, if I had actual sponsors and people donating consistently, 50 to 100 bucks every time, like I'm supposed to have, and what I'm going to keep pushing for until I get, or people actually participating in my businesses, right? And actually wanting my services because they know about it. It's only because people don't know about it. If I had that dichotomy right now, I'd still be able to do a lot more. I'd be able to build everything the way that I need, right? I mean, like I said, all these people are just flabbergasted and angry and mad. We twig a day wage because they know I'm in a better position than them because I worked for it. I built all this with my bare hands and my hard work and my own genius mind. You understand? So, like I said, just because I'm in a better position because I worked hard doesn't mean I don't have problems. It doesn't mean that people shouldn't support me. That's not how it works. See, your mentality is jaded. You have a jaded lens. Nobody thinks like you. Your opinion is not needed. It's not necessary. Goodbye. You understand? Go find something to do. You feel me? See, I don't care how people like that feel, especially about me, because they're going to always be jealous and envious of anybody doing better than them. You feel me? And I've always done better than people like you. It's not hard to do better than you. I think anybody's doing better than you, honestly. All of you. Life is not about competing with others, about how good you're doing. That's immature. That's petty because you can't measure that. There's no scale for that because we're in two totally different lanes. Like I said, I run the streets. I'm the mob. I literally am a gangster and a real man. What I'm doing here is on a whole nother scale. I mean, I'm completely like just I'm completely exposing the narcs' illusions that they don't exist. You know what I mean? Like I said, I want to build my own city, man. I'm already looking at what I need. You need certain things, specifications, criteria, certifications, stuff like that, licenses, I'm sure. But you can build your own city. In case y'all didn't know, it's actually possible. And see, with the money that God's going to give me, I think it's exactly what I can do. You understand? If you look at the logo I made for Higher Intelligence God, it's right on the page. That's what it's showing. It's showing a whole city. Those buildings are representing a city. Okay, I'm talking about like building my own city that's a sacred city where people actually believe in God genuinely, where the truth reigns free. You know what I mean? Where it's about freedom. You know what I mean? Like that's what I want. And people will probably have something to say about it until it happens, and then they realize, man, they're doing better than us in that city. They're building technology that we can't even build in that city. Like, who is this guy? How is he doing all this? How does he know this? You understand? I'm trying to bring back like Tartaria because I know you Masons are who stopped Tartaria. Y'all got to do your research, man. Tartaria was the previous civilization to us. They had all these things that we have and more. They had advanced technology. The Masons somehow somebody stopped them and they had to leave their temples and stuff. I think that's what has to do with that beyond the ice wall in Antarctica stuff, what they're hiding. There's supposed to be temples made out of gold and rubies over there. Like they're showing actual videos and stuff, supposedly. I don't know if it's true, but my whole point is it all makes sense. There was a previous civilization that was here before us. They were the real deal. And I think they basically just grew all of us straight up. They grew us and harvested us. And that's what this is all about. There's some kind of like they created hybrids, maybe with like, what do you call it? The Anunnaki. You understand? So I think you have special people like me that have different DNA that like we're basically not human. We're capable of more. Like I'm like an X-Man. X-Man actually means something too, so end of the day, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell anyone, but that's what I plan to do, get my money and start traveling and go to Christina. You know what I mean? Like I want to get everything going and moving. And what I would do is while I'm, waiting for Christina to do all of her stuff, I would be with her as much as possible. If I could, I would just stay with her. And I'd probably just build the Batman thing where she's at and start doing it there. Straight up. Why not? We could start making it look cute and nice at first, and we'll see what happens. You know what I mean? So, like, I think it'd be cool. You know what I mean? Um, like I said, I mean, it's easy to give these people on YouTube a hard time. Like I said, if they see I'm in their vicinity locally, if I'm in their city or state, I mean, they'll just be sitting there hiding. Straight up. They won't even go outside, all of them, because they're all scary. They're all cowards. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know, man. I run the streets. I do what I want. Everything is real and official tissue over here. All them theatrics, it ain't going to get you nowhere. It ain't going to get your response. It ain't going to get your reaction. I said, I'm not going back and forth with anyone. I'm the only one monetized on here. If you don't have a monetized channel, you don't got no business talking to me. Not you YouTubers. The only person I talk to and deal with is Christina. The rest of you are irrelevant to me. I'm a motivational speaker. I'm a life coach. And I've exemplified that this entire time. And that's what I'm going to continue to do. All right. Here's my baby. Hold on. Huge 18-wheeler just flew by. So let me know if you're listening, honey, if you're able to come here. But yeah, like I said, I don't know. That's just what I was told is coming by God, whatever you want to say, source, everything, the readings, everything, bro. Downloads, it says it's all coming, man. Okay. Make sure she's okay. All right. So, like I said, man, um, all this happens and comes together. I mean, y'all don't understand the things that God tells me. I mean, he's literally telling me what's about to happen. And it just makes sense. I mean, that would be why I'm Batman. And, like I said, I'm doing actual God's work and God's will. It's just true. It's not an easy thing to do. I go through challenges and things that are impossible, but I just stick with him and I do the best I can for him and I do a damn good job at it. I do God's work amazingly, but he loves me. I know God loves me regardless. It matters at the end of the day. And I love Christina the same way unconditionally. So that's what matters. Nothing else matters. So, like I said, I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and start pre-planning because I believe in God's promises. When God tells me I'm going to be filthy rich, I believe it. So, like I said, I mean, in that position, that would mean that everything else would just be icing on the cake. I mean, that's what it says. It says I'm going to have so much money. It's been telling me this entire year, man, really like 2 years. And not like the same message. I mean, it's been leading up to this time, to this moment, to this time frame. Like it's saying it's coming like right now. One of them said tomorrow, which means today. There was another one said that you'll get this about 3 days before it happens. I don't know, but like that's kind of getting old too. I mean, like after that one, if it don't happen in 3 days, like I'm gonna quit listening because it's getting ridiculous. I mean, these are multiple readers and downloads. It's all synchronizing and telling me the exact same message. I mean, there's no way they're all just copying each other every day. There's no way. They're not talking to each other. I do not. I know it's not coincidence because it's not just through the downloads. I don't know. God is sending me messages every day telling me. So I don't know, man. Hopefully, we can get this show on the road. And oh yeah, Christina, let me know. Let me know when you're hearing me, please, because I need you to just try to fill me in on your whereabouts if you can, just between you and I, where you're going to be exactly the next like month, couple of weeks, if you're able to tell me that, because like I said, if this happens and I get this money and God blesses me and I get an inheritance that I didn't know that I had, that's what the reading is telling me, and it's been right. Every single reading has been chronologically correct. So if this happens, I just want to know where you're at, where I need to go, so I can see you and be with you, and make sure you're okay, and we'll actually see each other. If you could do that for me, please, it would really help. And like I said, I always keep everything between you and I what we talk about. See. Okay. I mean, where you're at right now, you're not going to be there for long. You have to finish the negotiations, right? Just try to key me in on where you're going to be. Yeah, like within the next, I don't know, 3 weeks. I guess you're saying you're going to be in both spots. I'll have to just ask you at the time frame if this happens, but like I said, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be going straight to you. Uh, I just would have to make some pit stops along the way so I can get some rest. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Okay, cool. That's so ironic because that's exactly what I was thinking about. That's what I was saying to myself. I'm like, yeah. So that's what I was saying earlier. If you get to listen to the shows back, the other one I just did, you'll hear it. But yeah, I'd just start being Batman there. I'd spend all my time with Christina, and like I said, I just go make my Batman trips and do my content and come right back to be with her. I need to ask you that. Do you think there's a way for me to like stay with you or anything? I mean, this is hypothetically if I'm getting, a ton of money. So it's not like I won't have money if I'm able to go up there. I'd have money for a hotel or whatever I need if I have to. But I'm just wondering if I'd be able to stay with you. It would be best because I want to be with you. So if you can let me know that as well, please. Um, yeah, like I said, I'd make a stop at San Marcos probably. Go to the outlets real quick. Make a stop at San Antonio, Austin maybe. Just all the building blocks for us as far as the businesses. I try to look into it real quick and see what's going on. People talking to TJ. I got in touch with TJ, honey, so that's good. He's all right. He only sent me a note. Um, just need people to donate right now, man. I don't understand why people are so unhelpful on this network, but they just don't want to see me win. Their denial has caught up to them, and all their lies have caught up to them. You know, so people know what it is, man. That's why everywhere I go, people know who I am a little bit. I think they understand my story a little bit vaguely. Nobody can really understand it. It's pretty deep, but that's what I was told, honey. The download, they keep leading up to this moment. This isn't supposed to be like where I have to wait anymore. It's supposed to be happening now. You know what I mean? I don't know how. I don't know if somebody's going to get in touch with me. I think this event is about to happen, and I know exactly what's going down. Okay. And once it does, I don't know. I guess, I don't know. This is all just divine download YouTube. Once everything happens, I'm supposed, I guess, release my funds or something, some kind of inheritance. I didn't know. That's what it's saying. So they do that. That's what I need right now, man. I need miracles from God straight up. Truth. And like I said, it's no bad decision of my own. Like I've been doing amazing with everything. This business is going all right. Like I have all the tools set up to do what I need to do and continue to do me, but I just got to get through. I got to get to this next month, and then everything should be able to be rolling. You know what I mean? It'll take some work and still going out my way and doing some things, but I think we'd be able to get everything going. And I already got this business where, you know, it's reaching a new level. TJ was asking me too, honey. He's like, why don't you do videos training people talking, showing them the stuff? And I was explaining to him, I'm like, because if you make one mistake on here verbally, they'll take down the whole business. Like, I'm just being honest. Like, TJ, you would not be able to run this business. You wouldn't, because it takes so much patience and dealing with people and all this stuff. Like, I put him on the show that one time. He couldn't handle it at all, which is fine. I mean, he's a human being. But it takes a lot of patience, man. This is not easy. I can't make one mistake with this business. If I do, it'll cost me my whole business, and this is my way of making a living. You know, and it's a great way of making a living once we get to next month. Once we get to next month, if we can get the ball rolling, you know, get everything going a little bit, get my check, we should be situated for like we're really getting to a better position, you know, regardless. But I don't want to keep doing things like this. Like, this is nickel and diamond for me. That should be pocket change to me. I want God to just bless me, you know. And it's just hard right now. It's hard to be. Been patient for a long time, man. You know. So just waiting. I am still being patient, but I'm just waiting. Waiting for what I deserve. Like I said, I just want to have everything I need. That's all. I want to have more than enough money where I don't have to worry anymore. You know, I need that bad. Also, it sounds, honey, like things are going a little better or okay with you, and I'm glad. Just tell me you're okay. That's all I care about, you know. But if you have any estimate of about how long you think everything's going to take, let me know. I know you may not know with negotiations, but just let me know. I just think it's all about to happen right now. It said it's all going to happen at once. It makes sense. It makes sense that, like, it's telling me I have an inheritance I didn't know about. I think the inheritance is going to come. I think Christina's going to finish negotiating at the exact same time frame, like right now, right around the corner. And I think I'm going to be able to hopefully, you know, he gives me the money to go to her. I'm trying to get out of here, bro. I'm trying to get up the belly. You know what I mean? I'm sick of this. I'm trying to have money and do what I want to do. Straight up. That's why, like, I would make a couple of stops along the way. I got to get some rest, get a hotel, and I just need to go have some fun. And I'll film it for y'all too. You know what I mean? There's Eagle Pass. Eagle Pass is a little north of us, right? I might have to go to Eagle Pass. Straight up. Do a little bit of gambling. Not a lot, just a little bit, just recreationally for fun. But, you know, I need to go do something fun, you know, just while I'm on the way to Christina. I go to Eagle Pass. I've never been there. You know what I mean? I don't know where. What is it near? Does anyone know? Well, the only person I talk to is Christina. I don't let y'all pull stuff to make it. Chance blows. What? I don't know. Is it near El Paso or something? I don't know. El Paso's all right. I gotta figure it all out, you know. And you know, it's still kind of scary for me with everything I'm going through physically, you know. But you know, I'm doing the best I can. But it'd be scary, you know, traveling by myself right now. But it's just what I'm gonna have to do. You know, it ain't got nothing to do with being tough or being a man. It's like I said, what happened to me, man, is, you know, unexplainable, bro. I can't explain it to people, you know. It just makes it hard to do anything. You know, I shouldn't be on my own. I should be with Christina, you know, so that's what I'm working towards. But, you know, at least that way I can get to her, you know, that way I can take care of her. And if she can take care of me, she can be there for me, you know, keep an eye on me. But, yeah, I don't know, man. I see it happening, bro. I truly do. I see it happening. I see it coming right now, like right around the corner. And I'm just tired of waiting, to be honest. I want to get my money. I want God to bless me. I need this money, man. I need to get everything on the road. Like I said, I already know how to keep the strength levels maintained. I'm literally like superhuman. It's a beautiful thing, man. You know, that's the thing. You know, positive things come out of experiences that are sometimes not that great. You know, like I've enjoyed this entire experience. It's still been awesome and cool. It hasn't been bad. It's just been really hard. It's been one of the hardest times of my life. This last year was one of the hardest times of my life. But that's the thing. I believe everything happens for a purpose and a reason, and that it's all supposed to be for my best, for my greatest good. I really believe that. So, you know, like I said, I'm ready. I know that. I'm ready to do this Batman thing. I'm ready for everything. That's what I would do. I'd go see Christina, see if I can stay with her. She's going to have to let me know. But like I said, in this scenario, I would have the money for a hotel and everything else that I need. You know what I mean? Get out of the way. Uh, but yeah, I don't know. I spend all my time with her, and like I said, be Batman occasionally when I want to. I guess. I mean, I gotta just scope out and check out the city first of where I'm at, and figure out what's going on and what it all looks like. I have to like study everything, you know. And like I said, I could take a break from it for a minute, but I'm kind of ready to just get right into it, But I might have to chill on it for a minute because I'm gonna spend all my time with Christina first. I'm gonna probably put the Batman thing on hold for a minute and take me a break and a vacation before I get started. But I can kind of scope everything out and start making plans for what I want to do and how I want to approach things. Only reason I say that because I'm not gonna just go out willy nilly in the street and end up getting myself into trouble or something. I'm a lot smarter than that when I need to be there for Christina. So I'm gonna have to just figure it out. But I want to explore the place. I want to see what all is there. Extra, extra. God, bless me. The hell is that? A bone? It's weird looking. Must be super villains around. But yeah, like I said, I'll be doing some motivational speaking content, a little bit of everything. Here, hold on real quick. All right, I'm back. So there we go. We got another honk. Another honk. See, fans everywhere. Tyree Sneed is a real celebrity. Tyree Sneed can't go anywhere without getting honked at. It's hilarious. Like I said, I just wish that people would, donate. I wish people were like, man, he needs some money. I'm gonna give him some money. You know, but I don't know. Nobody has yet. Like I said, TJ sent me $1. That translates to like 75 cents in the bank. I mean, it helped me right now just to like grab like a few things, but I mean, it's not real help. So I don't know. That's the thing, man. I don't know. If people got it, I just feel like they should be generous and give. I'm really going out my way with TJ. Christina, you know that. I'm going out my way with everyone to be cool, but you got to know how to take lessons and get opportunities and be positive. I mean, you just have to. That's the thing. If people do God's work and bless me now, when I get blessed and turn around, when I really need it, when I get blessed to turn around and, even whether y'all need it or not, I'd be able to bless y'all the right way. saying straight up. Somebody donates me $20 right now. How do they know I'm not going to give them $1,000 back? You know what I'm saying? When I have all the money, like that's my point. That's how I live. That's how I've always done things. I'm generous. You know, I believe in karma. I believe in the universal laws of karma. I don't follow them to make money. I don't follow them to get a turnout, right? I follow them because they're necessary, right? These flowers are beautiful. I follow them because they're necessary, right? And, they're what I need, you know? Like, it's the way that I want to live and how I want to do things. Trying to think. Hold on. Love technology, bro. How it always wants to try to like set me up for failure. But yeah, I don't know. I'm ready to get out the valley, man. Again, go do some traveling, bro. I'm ready to be with my girlfriend. But yeah, honey, if you can, I'm gonna keep asking you. Please let me know, like, if I'd be able to stay with you or what. Like I said, if this happens right now, then if God blesses me, then I'd have the money for a hotel or whatever I need. You know what I mean? But I just want to do things like together as a family and do them together. So if you could please let me know that, that'll be vitally important. And like I said, if not, then I just be patient and I gotta wait until Christina's finished everything and done everything, and you know, she has her money and she's able to, come to me. But I don't know, man. I'm just hoping and praying to God that He blesses me and gives me what I know I deserve and what I know I've earned. I have been. I mean, I've done so much for everyone. I literally have. I've helped everyone. I don't even talk about it ever. But I have put out a lot into this world, a lot of good. I have saved lives. I have done a lot for a lot of people, and I just truly believe that I deserve to get it back. This time I really do. But it is what it is. I still don't expect nothing. Only reason I'm expecting is because they're the ones telling me. They're the ones telling me in the readings. I mean, it's not easy. You know. Hold on. But it's not easy, when you're being told that something is coming. Honey, what do dandelions look like? Are dandelions the yellow ones? The yellow is the sunflower, right? They're so cool. I'm gonna put up the videos. There's some purple ones. I don't know, man. They say that all sorts of cures are in nature and stuff, but like I don't really want to just like, you know, I don't want to eat a plant, that I don't know what they sprayed on it or what the hell, you know what I mean? But like I'm trying to look for cures in nature in general. I wouldn't do it out here, of course, like I said, because I don't know what they do to these plants or anything, but um you know what I mean? I can go like get the teas. I'm thinking of trying a certain kind of tea when I have a chance to get it. But like I said, man, I need all the help I can get right now, man. I need people to step up and donate. Cash App is in the bottom left hand corner. Like I said, I'm going to build another logo for God Body Fitness. I want to incorporate and bring up God Body Fitness back. We need clients for the fitness. I need clients for the life coaching. And I just offer advice in general on everything, you know, anything and everything, like narcissism coaching, educating you on narcissism and how they move and what they do. Everything is situational. But I am an official life coach now, and that's what I'm going to be doing. You understand? So I'm here to help people, and that's all I'm going to promote on here until we get some clients. You understand? I am a real life coach. I'm a real boy. I am not Coach Eli. uh, we're gonna go out there too, honey. We're gonna go to Redwood City. I already talked to TJ about it. Like, I want to go to Redwood City. He's in a different area of Cali, or he's gonna go to a different area of Cali. I want to go to Redwood City. Like, we might end up living out there. It looks like it's a nice area. It's supposed to be beautiful. It attracts tourists. It might be the perfect little spot. I wouldn't really want to live in Cali because of all that plate tectonic shifting and stuff going on. And, with the tsunamis and the waves and, fires, we're not living in Cali, but, we could stay there for a time. I'm literally terrified that, like, that whole state, if I was there, is just going to, like, break off of the rest of the United States and float into the ocean. Like, it's scary, bro. So, like, I can only handle Cali in doses because I'll be freaking out. But I wouldn't want to live there. We'll live somewhere else, but we'll figure it out. But yeah, like I said, that's what I'm focused on. I put in all the work for the Batman thing, so that's on autopilot. Put on all the work for the fitness business. That's on autopilot, but I need clients. The whole thing is I should be making money doing digital fitness training. And I'm not going to go to anyone else to do it where they tell you invest in yourself. You mean give you money? Right, like, miss me with that. I'm not going to scam people the way y'all do. I know more than all these trainers, man. Why are y'all even going to gym still if you're seeing what I'm doing here? That's why you can tell the public is just naive and slow. I mean, there's no way y'all aren't sheep. I mean, how are you going to sit here and continue this? Now, I should have clients like lined up till Timbuktu right now. There should be tons of clients because I just broke the world record for pull-ups like it was nothing. I told you I would immediately. I said that ain't nothing. Did 123. I went from, like, what, 50 to 123 like in a day. Boy, stop it. Y'all silly. Straight up. Like I said, all that money that y'all wasting on all these trainers and different services, right? Y'all should be coming to me who needs it, right, and earns it. And I'll give you good pricing too for everything I'm offering. I'll give you good pricing for the digital fitness training. And I can train in person. I'll take in-person clients, everything. All you got to do is go to the Cash App in the bottom left-hand corner, donate $25, right, and leave an email, all right, and a phone number if you have to, and/or I prefer email. But if you have to do a phone, like I said, I'll just, I'll have to call you on private because I'm protecting my number, and we'll talk about how we're going to do it. You know what I mean? But I'll need some kind of email or something if it's digital so I can send you, the videos. You know what I mean? Or figure out what avenue to send them on, or just do a live stream and do it like that. You understand? But the digital training, if you pay for it, you get what you pay for. It's guaranteed. And like I said, I'm only charging $25. Is that not an amazing price, honey? $25 for a guy who just broke the world record in pull-ups. Hey, it's just crazy how much YouTube suppresses me and tries to keep me, like, in some weird circle. Like, bro, I ain't got nothing to do with these people on here. I'm me. You know what I mean? I'm gonna build this God body fitness business. That's what I want to focus on in the life coaching. You know what I mean? Like I said, anybody needs advice, I'm the one with all the life experience. I can teach you. Y'all want to really be wealthy? I can teach you how to do it. Real talk. I could teach you everything. The formula for actually getting rich, right? Wealth is rich, not cash. Cash means nothing. Just like I said, this time around, if I get the money and I get the cash, now it means something for me because I already got everything else. See the point? When you start out, though, and you don't have nothing and you're nickel and diming and having to constantly move around and struggle. Like I've been there, bro. When you first start and you get money, you think it's, such a big deal. And to an extent it is, but you just got to wake up, man. When I've had tons of money, bro, like, a lot of times I would still be frugal. I'd still act like I didn't have nothing. The only reason why I started spending a lot was because, like, people down here started running their mouth about, oh, they got this car, they got that car. And I was young, so I was just having fun. And, my attitude was like, man, y'all talking all this nonsense when I can go buy something better than that right now. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to go do it. Straight up. I just did it for myself. It wasn't about them. I don't care what they think or say, but it's like, if you're going to sit here and brag and pretend you're someone, like, let me show you who's really someone. That's why they're so fazed by me, because they know the power I have. That's how I've always been, man. And you don't want to ever challenge or test me to do anything, because, when I get tested, I always prove the test wrong. I stand up and I do the test. You know what I mean? It's just the truth. As long as it's smart, a smart thing to do now. But like I said, it's what I'm offering, man. Life coaching for the entire public, the entire world. I'm doing motivational speaking, all that. But most of the motivational speaking, I don't know if I'll really be making videos doing it. I'm considering it, but it works pretty good for me just doing what I do with putting, little music over it. Because, like I said, then I don't have to worry about anyone complaining about what I'm saying or my language. I mean, I have to be too careful. Like, this is not a platform. They don't support freedom of speech, bro. I don't care what y'all say. So that's the thing. When y'all ask me those questions, it's like, dude, do you have any idea how the world really works and how difficult this is? That's the problem with a lot of you. You're still naive. You still believe. You're still sheep. You still believe that this is some kind of nice world and we all have equal opportunities. Bro, come on, bro. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why I'm asking people to, like, step up and donate. I mean, that's what it is, bro. I want business. People got to pay me, man. These are businesses, bro. Up on my own. I don't care what nobody says. I succeeded on my own. If I had failed or something, but I didn't. So trying to act like I have is just straight nonsense. Feel me? End of the day, I'm gonna keep on doing what I do, because it works for me. It's gonna I don't care how nobody feels. I really don't. Other than Christina, I care how she feels always. My hair is growing out. My hair is getting longer, where it's going in my eyes and stuff. I'm looking beautiful and handsome. It is what it is, man. I think we just got to try to maintain a good positive attitude and outlook, and keep going. And I don't know. It's just all leading up to this moment. It says it's coming. I don't know. I mean, like, one guy, it's like the last 3 readings downloads have been about this stuff. So I don't know. I think what's happening is, I mean, I think it's just righteousness time. I think it's karma time. I think that I'm finally getting what I deserve. What was stolen from me, what was taken from me, or hidden from me, or both. You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. Like I said, God got me, man. But boy, I need it right now, man. Straight up, man. I mean, because this is my last chance, man. This is the last chance. God gives me one more chance. I've done so much. I've accomplished so much in my life. That's what people don't understand, is y'all want to talk and judge people, but you don't know about life, because all y'all are entitled and spoiled and have support systems. You don't understand how real life works. I've been through real life, okay, where there's no safety harness. That's why I'm a life coach, because I've lived real life. That's why I can teach you how to make it on your own. You understand? So it's like, it all works out perfectly. And, it's not about me proving I'm a genius. I'm a genius whether it works out or not. You know what I mean? That's the truth. But like I said, if God blesses me and gives me this last chance, to build my life and build the life I want finally again, and have finances and money and make the right decisions with it. I mean, all this was preparation to do it. I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't. You know what I mean? Like, it's said in readings literally that even God knows I'm owed, like I'm past due, I'm owed this money. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the thing. This is all money I should have had all my teenage years, my whole life. You know what I mean? Everybody gets money to build their life with. I'm the only one who got nothing because everybody stole it from me. You understand? And hid it from me. So it's like, I think it's coming, man. I believe it. It makes sense. So I don't know. Like I said, all I'm doing is just talking about the divine messages. I'm telling you all the downloads. I don't care how none of you feel. I don't care about your lies and your opinions. Like, no, I need what's due to me, man. I need what I'm owed. I need what I deserve and what I've earned. It's that simple. So I believe in God. Always God got me, and that's about it, man. I don't worry. I don't stress. I just do me. Feel me? So at the end of the day, if it happens, man, I'm gonna go have to have some fun, and I'm going on a trip to Christina. It's just that simple. So, like I said, I could do that, be with her, spend time with her, see how everything is out there, and then I could just start the Batman thing, and she can watch me. Like I can literally get everything set up so she can watch it. I'll get the GoPros set up or whatever I have to do. I mean, that's going to take some time too. I got to figure. I don't know how to work that technology. I have to get them where they're streaming live, and I'd like to get it where she can see what I'm doing and what's going on. You know, like I want a literal Bluetooth earpiece that Christina can hear me in. I want her to be able to see the camera. That way, she's a part of everything I'm doing. You know, and if I ever need help, she can call to get me help. You know, like we don't know what's gonna happen, bro. Batman might lose. I doubt it. I highly doubt it. Like I said, I wouldn't underestimate me for a minute, man. That's what I'm saying. I don't think people understand how hard I'm coming this year. Like I said, God gives me this money. Good luck, bro. Like I'm gonna take everything over. I'm gonna run the streets all over this country and the world. Literally, I'm gonna take over everything, and I'm gonna go be successful with Christina in Dubai. I plan to go to Dubai and all them places. I'll go on a cruise with her. We ain't going on no plane, but we'll go to Dubai and do business in Dubai. I know that if I get money this time around, I can build a successful business. Of course, not that we'll need it, but I'll build a bunch of successful businesses. That's the thing. We're going to be working on businesses and building them, but it's going to be fun. I filled TJ in on everything too. I told him what's going on, so we'll see what's up. You know what I mean? But you got to understand how to put it. I mean, I told him I want to do food truck catering. Your idea, Christina, that was amazing. I want to do the gumball machines, vending machines, maybe arcade game machines, all that type of stuff. I definitely want to start out with the gumball machine. I want to place those in different businesses, negotiate and talk to them and see who would want one. And a lot of them are probably going to say, oh, no, we're good because they don't like to help you. That's the thing. You get money and then you still see how inhumane. What the hell is that? Oh, how inhumane people are. Yeah, that's just so. But yeah, we'll uh we'll just have to keep pushing and wish for the best and see what happens. But like I said, I want to build all that stuff. I want to build my own restaurant, food truck, and catering service, like full service catering. In Austin probably, and I'll outdo the business that I work for that went bankrupt with Timothy Karma, and I'll outdo any other business in Austin. We'll have the best food, hands down. I promise. I just know once I learn how to cook again the right way, I know I can make like the best Migos ever. Like I have something with knowing what to put in food that actually tastes good. I'll make like my own little fruit drinks. Like we'll have our own recipes and stuff. And then I'll figure out barbecue how to make it really good too, like really, really amazing and distinct. And I'll just create my own barbecue. I have all the ideas. I got all the prototype. God has built it all in me. I have all the plans and ideas for Christina and I. I just need the money. You know, you give me the money, you give me enough money to work with where I have it in my bank or in my hand, and I can make all this happen. But I got to have the funding. I mean, it's just no question. I got to have it. Without it, I mean, you know, it's all right. This is all right, but this ain't what I want to do. None of it. Not right now. I'm talking about what I'm doing right now. I don't want to keep doing this. I want everything to change. I want money. I want to be able to, go to different cities and states and actually go out and have fun. I want to go out to these restaurants and eat. Like, I'm trying to live life, man. 35 years old, bro. Been through hell. I got nothing to lose. Like, bro, I'm trying to have fun and live life. You know what I mean? It's just what I got to do for me. You know what I mean? But I can't wait to be with Christina, truly. But yeah, that's what I do. I'd be heading straight to you. I just have to make some pit stops, and I'd be looking into everything for us, the businesses, how I'm going to build them. I want to check out that lot in Austin again. I'd go talk to them out there, and they're probably all not even from this country. And I talk to them and figure it out. I want to figure out Austin, and it'll only take me I could probably figure it out in like a day. You know what I mean? It's like, I don't know. At the most, maybe spend a couple of days out there and get a feel for what it's like. But I'm going to be like just basically looking at everything, trying to figure it out. And it won't take me long. And then I'll start talking to that lot and say, I know guys probably out there that still work out there that know me and respect me because they have to, or they're scared of me. So I'll talk to them and I'll be like, look, how do I get a truck in this lot if I got all this money now? And most of them will probably be like, man, go into business with me. That's what they're going to say if they smart. If they smart and they want money and they're a businessman and I got all the money and God blesses me, they're going to say, yeah, go into business with me. That's what a smart man says. They're not going to just say, oh, this is how you do it. They're going to say, well, let's work together because you got the working capital. Feel me? Like, they're not going to have a choice, is what y'all don't get. Like, that lot, when I say I'm going to be able to take over that lot financially and get all my trucks in there, right, I'm going to be able to do it because money talks and everything else walks. Same with 6th Street. Like I said, I could buy up the buildings and tell those bar owners to kick rocks. They can go ahead and spray them. All you own is the name. You don't own the building. If I buy the building and I tell you, hey, you're not going to run your bar here, that's it. Goodbye. You got to go. Literally. I'm so like personal with people who was hating on me. I'll do stuff like that. Straight up. I'll just show up and say, you're all fired. Go ahead or take your business. You may not be fired. You may still have your job, but take that job in that business somewhere else because I now own your building. You feel me? So I don't want you, renting this building anymore since you don't own it because you're not a bar owner. You're a name owner. You see the point? This is the thing that people have been leaning on forever. All them tried to front on me. It's just karma, man. It makes sense. That's why I'm telling you. It makes sense. There is a God, man. And if there is a God, which I don't question at all, there's a God. There's a God. He's going to show these people what time it is. He's going to bring their karma, and that's what he's been doing. It's not if. I know there's a God. He talks to me every day. God loves me. I love God. Feel me? It's the truth. So at the end of the day, he's enacting his vengeance and his justice. Like he said, vengeance is mine. That's what he's doing. So I see it happening that he'd give me all the money. And like I said, well, I'll buy out the buildings on 6th Street. I'll just go ahead and buy the buildings. Straight up. If it's money like that, yeah, I'll buy the building. It'll be $1 million or a couple mil. I mean, that's what it sounds. It sounds like I'm looking at millions, like probably billions, trillion. I don't know. That it's been adding up my whole life or something like that. I don't know. It makes sense. I really think that makes sense, bro. I don't know if it has to do with the trust. I don't know what it is, but it's something. And it makes sense. My family, my family name, like I said, when they said you came from a rich family, no, I didn't. They didn't give me what it was mine. So see, that's the point. And they didn't because you were part of the plot to y'all stole my inheritance. See what I'm saying? Oh yeah, they got money. The Sneeds got money, but they never gave me my portion that I deserved. And that ended up being a blessing because I think it's accumulated my whole life. And now I think they're going to have to give it to me. You see what I'm saying? That's what God's telling me. I don't know anything about it. I just know this is what the reading's saying, what God's telling me. And I think it's going to be like I'm Bruce Wayne. Literally, I think I'm going to have so much money that I can buy and do anything I want. And now I have the right mentality mentally because God has worked on me so much that I'm just going to help and bless people and do the right things with the money. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not going to just go out immediately and buy buildings right off the bat, but I'll figure it out real quick. Like I said, that's why I'd be visiting Austin, because I take a look through like I always do, scan it and look and see how everybody's doing, what they're doing, and how the thing's running, how Sixth Street is running. And that's it, bro. Figure out what I'm going to do, make the right moves, and buy the buildings, and probably build my own bar if I want, and restaurant. Feel me? Like I said, it's all coming. So get ready for it. All right. Talk to y'all later.